Knowledge moves men, it moves countries, it moves history. From ancient days, men have sought knowledge, and at times fought to gain it. In the year 183 AD, 3 men pursued the knowledge of the way of peace. Which one of them would find the path leading to this ultimate wisdom was shrouded in mystery. The peaceful village of Losang draws many visitors with the magnificent sweeping branches of its mulberry trees. However, the arrival of the Yellow Turbans has driven Losang to the brink of despair. In the year 184 AD, 3 heroes converged on this once peaceful village, unaware of the violent fate that was about to bind their lives together. Did Zhang Jiao mean to create a world of war and death? Regardless, the chaos resulting from his actions awakened the demon Oxing. In the year 187 AD, 3 brave men stood to oppose the growing power of the wicked Oxing, the tiger and his son, along with their faithful servant. Together, the crimson fury of their blades burned brightly. As vermin are drawn to rotting corpses, so are power-hungry men drawn to weak rulers. The powerful eunuchs clung desperately to the quickly dissolving corpse of the Han Empire. In the year 189 AD, 2 heroes strive to free the emperor from the control of the eunuchs. However, their actions were merely the prelude to another twisted onslaught of chaotic fate. Some lights only shine in the deepest darkness of chaos. There is a goal, a loved one, and it doesn't matter the hurt or the betrayal, as long as the goal is achieved, the loved one protected. In the year 194 AD, Lu Bu and his men moved towards Puyang Castle in an effort to drive out Cao Cao and gain a new land to call their own. Drawn by the lingering light, captivated insects gather to the dying embers of a once ambitious fire. But there they perish in the kindled flames of a new fire. In the year 195 AD, Cao Cao took the field, determined to protect the emperor from the remnants of Dong Zhuo's murderous forces. At his side were able men, ready to help him in his ambitions. Bathed in the light of sun and moon, the gentle flower gains great beauty. Perhaps it was not only fated, but inevitable, that the heroes of Wu should flock to the flowers of Jiangdong. In the year 196 AD, Sun Ce and Zhou Yu set out to make brides of the 2 Qiaos. Little did they realize that what lay before them was not only a wedding banquet, but a trial of their love. Love makes a woman strong. A woman in love glows. So say the minstrels. Perhaps one could also say that for a woman, pride in the man she follows becomes an affirmation of her own worth. In the year 200 AD, 4 women took to the battlefield on behalf of the men they loved. A battle as fierce as any fought, but which has never before been brought to the light of history. One man's ambition can lead to the destruction of another man's happiness. The destroyed happiness turns to hate, and like a dark cloud of fog, can cover both a man and the world. Ma Chao and Pang De, warriors of Liang, faced off against the armies of Cao Cao. The year was 213 AD, and the flames of war sprung up to engulf the castle of Ji in the province of Liang. Sacrifices must be made, even by the most saintly of men. One man moves his army to the lands of Yi, so that one day he might bring peace to the world. In the year 214 AD, to stop the advance of Liu Bei, Liu Zhang requested the help of Zhang Lu. Were Liu Bei's officers able to win the day and the land? Cao Cao's march of conquest was impeded not only by pillars of heroism, but by walls of faith. Faith wielded by groups such as Zhang Lu and his 5 Bushels sect. In the year 215 AD, Cao Cao found himself facing both the natural as well as the supernatural. Would the conqueror's blade of might be able to break through the defender's shield of faith? In war, there are times when you win and times when you lose. But even the defeated have the faint view of sweet victory eventually won to allow them to keep fighting on. In the year 217 AD, the Wei and Wu armies met at Rushukou. For Wu, this was its chance to avenge the embarrassing defeat handed to them at Hefei and regain its honor. After the formation of Shu, Liu Bei marched on Hanzhong. Hearing of this move, Cao Cao hurried to counter. His armies marched on the outpost of Hanshui, guarded by Zhao Yun. In the year 219 AD, the young dragon and the old tiger took to the battlefield, their shimmering spirits reflected in the cool waters of Hanshui. No one, no matter how famous or lucky, can completely avoid hardship. In point of fact, it is overcoming these hardships that brings one fame. In the year 219 AD, even the officer praised as a god of war was being outmatched by the combined forces of Wu and Wei. On the brink of disaster, the dragon rose to face its ultimate challenge. People with little or no true purpose will find it difficult to find peace or even rest. Such was the experience of the treacherous Meng Da. In the year 227 AD, the armies of Wei moved to squash Meng Da, who once again had plotted to join Shu. The hammer of justice was about to fall on this traitor and mete out his punishment. It is people who fight wars, people who are roused to action by real courage, and people who are disheartened by false schemes. Mastering this knowledge is the key to victory. In the year 228 AD, Wu faced Wei in the land of Shiting. Amidst the growing chaos, a brave young generation of Wu officers came forth to bathe in glorious victory. A promise to a dying man, an oath that propels even a man of extraordinary intelligence into haste. After numerous ventures north, Zhuge Liang and Shu finally faced Wei at Mount Qi. In the year 231 AD, amidst the frenzied pace of the battlefield, Zhuge Liang's strident call for retreat could be heard. The call, laden with overtones of intrigue, rang throughout the mountain. Where is our land? Who comes to disturb our peaceful existence? Ambition has driven Wei to lock the peaceful inhabitants of the south into the bonds of servitude. In the third year of the Jin Empire, the ruling couple of the south stood against the hordes of Wei. In their hearts, they treasured the words of a former ally and an indomitable desire for freedom.